Welcome to Venusian Soul Tarot. Today I'm back with a timeless pick a card reading, and it's going to be a message from your ancestors. So I want you to cast your gaze over the cards and ask your higher self which card has a message for you. We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. If you need to pause the video to meditate further, please do so. But for those of you who are ready, let's get started. Hi group 1. So I feel for this group, I just heard bringing something to victory and coming into a place of success. For some of you, I just heard recognition as well. I feel as though your ancestors are encouraging you to live out, I'm hearing your dharma, your destiny, because I feel for this group, there's something really beautiful that you can bring into this world, or there's something you're here. And again, we all have our unique soul path and destiny, but for this group, especially with Death and the Emperor, it's like bringing something to life, bringing something to form. And you can see that, to me, almost looks like a lightning strike. There's a sense of divine inspiration, that there's something that you're here to express, to channel, to bring into physical form is what I'm hearing. Now, with the 6 of Wands and 2 of Wands, there could be, I'm almost getting this energy of hesitation or doubt. I don't know if for some of you with Death and the Emperor, I am getting this energy of really being in your power of initiation, that divine masculine energy where you're making things happen, you're stepping into your potential, you're, allowing yourself full expression. I just heard allowing yourself to be seen as well. But I get this sense for some of you, there could have been a vision or a creation that you have tried to bring into form, but it didn't work out with death. Like there could have been a sense of failure around this, or, I've tried to take action. I've tried to take these steps, but it just hasn't transpired. Maybe it's not meant to be, that type of energy. But with the Sun and the Page of Wands, it's like that your ancestors are giving you that push toward this. I just heard a fresh start. So the Ace of Swords and Ace of Cups, again, for some of you, this could be something brand new, but maybe you've thought about it for some time and you haven't taken initiative yet, or you've kind of like, there's been a level of it being stalled. It's like the time is now is what I'm hearing for this group. I feel like for many of you, I'm specifically talking about your life purpose, your career, a creative project. There's something really tangible that you're bringing into form, that you're bringing into this world. And with the Sun and the Page of Wands, I feel like for some of you, there is a level of recognition, or there's a lot of light around this project, this venture, this career path. You may kind of bring life to others as well. We have unique expression, flow of creation, joyfulness. You could be doing something that brings a lot of joy to those around you, or I'm hearing it's the energy in which you do something, or the energy that you embody personally. It has a ripple effect in the 3D. It has a ripple effect on those that witness the work, or that come into contact with you and your creation, or your business, or just your energy field. I feel like for this group as well, your ancestors are letting you know you're coming into a time where you're going to be feeling, I'm getting Leo energy with the Sun here, Leo and Aries. And we also have Scorpio there with Death, like very intense energy where you're perhaps going to be more so in the divine masculine energy. You're going to be feeling empowered. I just heard unstoppable. It's powerhouse energy. And they're saying, like, don't be afraid to step into this vibration. Don't be afraid to kind of embody that energy, because it's almost as though you need to in order to bring something to fruition. With Death and Restore, there could have been a period where you had to either pause on a particular dream, or project, or you needed time to replenish yourself, to heal, to go within, to connect with spirit. We have time out for you, nature, shamanic signs. I'm almost, I just saw The Alchemist in my mind's eye as well, that book by Paulo Coelho. So that book could be significant, but it's like you may be getting a lot of signs and omens. I remember reading that he doesn't start writing until he finds a feather or something. I can't remember if it's in the fall, but there's a particular season. And when he sees a feather on his path, that's his sign to write his next book. I feel for some of you, you may have a connection to shamanic practices, but there's a sense of, you know, I'm hearing the omens are signaling you that there's signs and synchronicities around you that are letting you know that it's time to take action, or it's time to, I just heard scale the mountain. We have the Emperor and the Sacred Mountain. We have Vision Quest, Clarity and Truth, Shambhala, Deep Healing. Again, for many of you, there was a lot of healing that you had to go through in order to be ready to bring this vision, this project, this business to life. And with that vision quest, they keep showing me someone like scaling that mountain, climbing to the heights, you know, not taking no for an answer. I just heard perseverance as well. Yeah, it's like your personal destiny, what you came here for. For some, and I just heard for many of you, you're going to reach the peak. And I feel for many of you, that's the peak of success. That's the peak of your potential. If you have felt, for example, held back or felt as though, you know, I'm trying to take action or I'm trying to initiate things, but it's just not happening for me, or it's just not working out. I see that changing for you as well. I see you reaching a point where, you know, things really do start to shift and change in beneficial ways. I'm hearing don't be afraid of your power and don't be afraid to be seen. For some of you, you may have to look at some of the subconscious beliefs or patterns you have around success, around being seen, around being recognized. There could be some healing or expansion around your self-worth in terms of what you believe you can receive and deserve to receive. That could be shifting. You also have here elven ones, divine creation codes, starborn architects, divas, sacred geometry. You have like divine creation code, creation. Again, there's something really significant. This group is here to create. It's going to vary for all of you, but I feel this isn't something subtle. I feel for many of you, you will have a burning desire or passion for whatever this is. Like it will be known to you. You've either been shown it by spirit, or you've just felt an inkling within, like, yes, this is my next step, or this is what I want to do and share in the world. And with Two of Wands, you have heaven on earth. Again, this group, you are very much alchemists. You're here to take higher energies, visions, vibrations, downloads, potential new, you know, projects and ground them in the 3D. You are that bridge between heaven and earth. Yeah, it's like that divinity. It's like people need that energy. And with crown, I feel for many of you, this creation, look at the spark and the download. It's like it's come directly from source and you're here to share that with others. You also have right to know, go beyond attachments, divine alignment. For many of you, what you're creating in the physical brings you further into alignment with source, with your higher self, with the divine. We also have with the Ace of Cups, we either have this deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. And it's funny, we have Ace of Cups. This is something that sets your heart on fire. This is something that you have deep passion for, deep love for. And when you bring this project, this business, this enterprise into the physical, it helps to initiate others into the vibration of unconditional love. For some of you, you may be sharing that unconditional love with others in the sense of, you know, healing or just holding a certain frequency, holding a vibration for others that others can connect to. And that helps them step into this energy. With the Sun, you have lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. I'm hearing any residual shadows and fear must be released. So if you are called to meditate at the moment, I'm hearing purification. There's a purification process, there's a cleansing process that's helping you to release and shed any of these lingering vibrations and energies that don't serve you, that can't come into this next cycle and chapter with you. And Spirit is saying as well, like there's a need to not be afraid. If there is uncertainty, if there is, if you feel like you're stepping into the unknown, it's like you are guided, because I feel like they're showing me spirit and your ancestors giving you a shove out into the spotlight. And when we see these curtains, it's like, again, like opening, you know, to the stage, front and center, being seen, being witnessed for all that you are. Page of Wands, you have trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. Again, there's something around divine timing. And right now, I just kept hearing your ancestors say, the time is now. The time is now for bringing this project forward. It's like the collective is ready for what you have to share and what you have to offer. And they're saying, don't question or doubt yourself to such a level that you hold back with this project, with this business, with your career path, with your talents, with your gifts, because I feel like it's going to be very beneficial for people around you. And it's like you are the blessing, but what you create is a blessing, and it's divine timing. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 2. So it's funny, we have integration here. We have forgive self and others, reunion, let go of defenses, open the door. I'm hearing completion. So integration, completion, coming into union with self. I feel this energy of coming into a place of wholeness after grappling with the lovers. It's like two distinct aspects of self. You could have integrated past. I'm hearing healing and transmuting and integrating shadow attributes. I also feel for some of you, this could be certain wounds, traumas, you know, even past life wounds. I'm hearing past life memories. For this group, you've reached a level of ascension where I just keep hearing unity consciousness, and I just heard as well, for some of you, this is your final incarnation, and that's part of it as well. So if you have felt as though you've gone through a lot of really difficult growth experiences, ascension, there's just been a lot of alchemy is what I'm hearing. There's a lot you've had to transmute in order to reach your current point of consciousness. For this group, it's like you are your own masterpiece. What and how you show up in the physical and in the world is your offering. Because I'm getting less of a focus. Now, you may decide to share that beautiful energy with others, whether that be through, you know, a book or a healing practice. But I feel this sense that the main purpose was designed to have you really go within, to have you kind of, I just heard like read the book of your soul is what I heard as well. Like to know yourself, like in the sense of every facet of being. Like, I feel like you may be someone who can access your Akashic records, and the Akashic records of others as well. Like you may decide to share these gifts because you're such ancient souls. I feel like you have so many gifts and talents that you are privy to or can access. So you may end up or may currently be doing something in the realm of spirituality and healing. But I just get this sense of you're really knowing, they're showing me like a diamond or a jewel. It's like you're turning and looking at every single facet and exploring, you know, the reflection and the feeling it gives and, you know, different energies that spark from it. And I feel as though that's what you're really here to do. This incarnation and life for you is definitely one of self-mastery and self-knowledge so that you can integrate every last aspect of self to come into wholeness, completion, and ascension. For this group, you are very, very, very old and advanced souls. I do feel though you may do and be seen for your spirituality in this incarnation, and that will vary for all of you. Some of you, even the way you move through the world, you are spiritual leaders. People recognize that essence, recognize that energy, and are drawn toward you. Yeah. With the 9 of Coins and the High Priestess, I keep hearing you will be supported through spirituality. So, and again, I think for some of you, if you're not working in the realm of spirituality or healing, you will be, or there's that potential for you. I just feel like you're a beacon of peace as well. I keep seeing doves and white birds. And again, I'm getting that symbol of purity, peace, tranquility. But I keep hearing it's like, see God, the divine, as your source for all, especially when it comes to finances, the material realm. And that belief and that conviction is going to manifest as financial support. When I'm looking at the moon here, and we have the moon here as well, and then we have the Chariot, Cancerian energy. Some of you are very connected to the moon. You may have, and we have Pisces twice, like this group, you really embody those energies, like the element of Pisces, of even Cancer, like water sign energy. But I just get this beautiful kind of mutable flowing energy. Yeah, you've mastered the gift of flowing with source, with spirit, with the divine, and bringing it into form. Very gifted healers, but for this group, you've reached, or you will reach, a level of mastery in this incarnation where you don't really have to do much. I'm not seeing someone who like has to really say a lot or do a lot in terms of hands-on healing to have this ripple effect. It's almost like the energy that you embody naturally uplifts others or naturally helps them transmute energy, even if you're not trying. Yeah, last cloak with the Nine of Pentacles. Release old identities, magnificence realize. Because you have shed all these layers of self, of the ego, I'm seeing someone like peeling away layers like an onion, and you're stripping away old identities, old vibrations, patterns, habits, addictions, thoughts and beliefs until you reach the core of source consciousness. And it's like from this vibration and from this energy, you help to ignite or spark that energy in others. Okay, sitting above the moon, you have Arcturian. In this group, you're definitely starseeds. You may resonate with Arcturus and Arcturian energy. For this group, though, you're so galactic, you've probably incarnated in all sorts of realms. Like you're such old souls. I keep hearing for many of you, this is your final incarnation, but only take that if it resonates. But I just get the sense that, you know, you are very advanced. You are, you may feel very different to the collective. This is not a group that's overly focused on the material realm, on the physical, on, you know, getting, accumulating, competition. I just don't feel that vibration at all for this group. And sitting above that High Priestess, we have, yeah, what did I say about peace? You guys are beacons of peace. You're so advanced. You're so pure is what I just heard. You've purified your energies. You've purified your ego is what I just heard. Okay, fire and water. For some of you, again, I'm getting strong water for this group. It just keeps coming up. But you may have a combination, have some fire in your chart as well. So we have stillness amidst turmoil, feel, emotional integration. Again, you guys are so advanced as healers. You've had to integrate a lot of energies and vibrations. You may be really connected to the ocean as well. Because I keep seeing like fish, and I just look down and we have dolphins with this oracle card. I keep seeing sea creatures. So I don't know if you love the ocean, you love being near. I'm just seeing turtles in my mind's eye as well. Jellyfish, like some of you may have spirit animals as well. I'm also getting that energy of Mintaka and Pleiadian energy. But I feel this sense again, it's like they keep showing me someone just flowing with life. You've mastered that flow state and how to receive. Yeah, we have unlock your gifts, sacred gifts, energy senses, pure love is the key. Again, the purity of your soul and your love. It's like other people step out of ego when they're around you because your heart is so pure. There's a tranquility. It's like it soothes them. There's a sense of peace and tranquility around you. I keep getting like your wings as well. They're showing me like a winged being, someone that's so at peace. You have vision of unity. Focus on the light, right to see, releasing illusion, pineal activation. Yeah, so I'm getting that third eye energy as well. Third eye crown. I'm getting all these tingles on the back of my skull. Okay, with focus on the light again, I feel like your vibration is so pure and you've reached a level of light and transcendence where you can embody and share this with others. Yeah, it's like when people are around you, they're just showing me people coming into your energy field. Like you're not necessarily saying or doing anything, but it purifies or cleanses. It's like you can transmute other people's energies without doing anything, just by being you. You also have empathic starseed again. And it's like you mirror back the divinity of them back to themselves. So if people are unable to see their own light, their own divinity, it's like when they come into contact, you're such a pure vision of source, they're able to get and absorb that energy themselves. We have energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. At times you may have to shield your energy though. I don't know if shield is the right way to be on, right word to be honest, because I feel like you're at a level of transcendence and growth where it's like, what is the saying? Water off a duck's back, where it just kind of like flows away from you. But I feel like people that are in a lower vibration or in a space of ego may at times struggle with this light or with that frequency. You also have lost lands. I'm getting really strong connection to Atlantis, soul memories and gifts, and Lemuria, ancient Lemuria. Your soul is so ancient. Soul memories and gifts, you've done this before. You have a lot of spiritual gifts and healing gifts that you've mastered in other lifetimes that are going to be very beneficial to you in this incarnation or maybe currently. Above the Hermit, you have portal. Your connection to source is opening doorways and portals for you. You also open portals and doorways and activations for others. We have doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. And I feel like you have many ancestors supporting you. And I feel like these are ancestors where you've had healing or spiritual incarnations with them. And it's like they're coming in to remind you. I'm hearing congratulations in terms of the growth and the healing work you've done, but they're here to remind you of your divinity and some of the gifts and talents and abilities that you possess that you may have forgotten or that you're tapping. It's like they're re-emerging. You're remembering, you're tapping back into this energy so that you can access it. For some of you as a healer or just as a beautiful divine being where you're flowing that energy to others. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, group 3. Okay, when I started to do your reading, what I heard was dagger in the heart or dagger in the back. And we see here with this 3 of swords, like betrayal or backstabbing. What your ancestors, I know that's a bit dark to start the reading with, but I'll get into it. What your ancestors are bringing up is you have no idea how much you helped people from your past. You are an angel. For this group, you guys are 100% earth angels. You're angelic beings. You're beautiful, kind souls. But I feel as though with the 6 of Cups in the Tower, you never leave anyone unchanged. Like people can't forget you. But I'm hearing they may not have shown that. It's like you may have dealt with people that weren't able to reflect back your beauty, your love, your generosity is what I'm hearing, all of these higher vibrations, but it changed them. It's almost like people from your past are wanting to thank you and demonstrate gratitude and blessings and love to you for the service you offered them. Now, these could be people that did really hurt you or betray you or weren't able to show up and express this to you at that point in time. But it's like, with hindsight and reflection, they're able to discern the effect you had on them. And perhaps they weren't quite aware that it was coming from you. Perhaps they weren't aware that that peace of mind, that love, that, that sense of safety and security, that it was actually flowing from your energy field and from your vibration. So they could have discarded that energy or brushed it off or just not shown, the level of gratitude that you really deserve. So I feel like your ancestors are coming in and really wanting you to know, like, you do make a difference. You do make an impact. Don't ever think that, your kindness was wasted, because even if people are not, their egos are not able to allow them to express just how much you lit up their life or you light up their life currently, you do. It's like everyone is changed by your kindness and your heart and your love. So your ancestors are coming in wanting you to know nothing was wasted. No matter what the situation was, no matter how it felt at the time, you activate people. It's like even if they resisted, even if, they don't like that effect you have at that point in time, or they're trying to shift back down to a lower vibrational consciousness, it's like they can't escape your beautiful light. You know what song just started playing when I said that? Inescapable. I think it's by Jess Mowboy, and it's like, I'll be inescapable, unshakable, you won't get rid of me, or something like that. And I'm not that you're trying to have that effect, but you do have that effect. There could be people from the past that are really bothered now that they lost you. We have a King of Wands and a King of Pentacles. So again, it could be a fire and earth sign. I feel like there's two significant people from your past. Could be karmic connections, or I feel people who were close to you in some capacity, whether it's romantic or platonic. For some of you, I do think it's romantic though. But there's a sense that it's like they can't shake you now. Like they may have bolted or run away with the tower or been kind of threatened by this energy and this effect you have. But it's like now they just can't get enough, or it just keeps replaying in their mind. And they've got this sense of, oh wow, I really missed out, or I misjudged them. There's a sense of regret and remorse coming through really strong. Because what's funny is I feel like, although this reading is about you, I keep getting other people's energies and how they're perceiving you. It's not coming through as much. Like your energy, yes, is you're this beautiful angelic one. You are, you know, just a beacon of love and kindness and grace. But I feel like one message your ancestors do want to bring forward for you is you're going to be very stable and abundant in this lifetime. I'm hearing your karma is going to be repaid. The kindness, the love, the grace that you afforded others, the forgiveness, that is coming back to you. And for many of you, it's coming back to you in regards to financial prosperity. Well, abundance in every aspect, but particularly financial prosperity. We have here, divine healing is upon you, divine grace and divine guidance. You are guided. You are very in sync with source, but I don't think you realize the extent that spirit uses you to heal and transform others. Like you could just go walk into a shop, for example, and there could be someone that is having the worst day, or their vibration and their energy is just really off. And it's like spirit will have you walk past them, or, say you bump shoulders with someone accidentally. It's like something as simple as that can transmit and help to transmute their energy. There's something about your presence. People think of you when they look back as their guardian angel. For some of you, you are angels on the other side. You are spirit guides. So part of why people sense this is because, you know, it is in fact true. You have that capacity to guide others, to heal others, to help them transmute vibrations, to help move them. I feel like there have been people in your past who were very stuck, especially in kind of conditioning, in egoic desires, or I just keep hearing stagnancy. And it's like when they interact with you, or when they've had you in their life and in their environment, your energy field helps to alchemize these vibrations. So above King of Wands, we have Cosmic Self. Yeah, you're just so expansive. You are a cosmic being. Stay confident in your truth. Your ancestors want you to have more. I think they're bringing this up because the way people have treated you, or their inability to mirror back to you your beauty, your glory, and glory in a spiritual sense, your grace, it may have left you with a wounded sense of self. Like perhaps in the past, your self-worth was injured or wounded because people were not demonstrating, you know, this light to you, or they weren't demonstrating, you know, how much they felt for you or what they saw in you. They weren't able to express it. And it's like, the divine wants you to see your own grace and your own divinity and really understand. And above the Six of Cups, you have awakening. This is what you trigger for others. Know who you are, DNA activation. You are literally sent into people's lives to activate people. And I'm hearing you blow their mind. Like if they had a conception of, you know, being a human and living a, you know, 3D life, it's like when they come into contact with you, they know God and source exists. They know this cosmic self must exist because your soul is so apparent. The energy that you embody, the vibration, you know, the love, the joy, you're really, it's almost giving me like a supernova energy. Like you're really charged, your energy field, in a beautiful way, electric. Ellen of the Ways, attune to nature's signs to find your way, follow your heart. This group, you always follow your heart, and the ancestors are applauding you for that. You also, you're here to demonstrate to others that it's safe to follow love, that you don't have to follow the programming of society, conditioning, fear, lack, scarcity. You can actually follow your truth and be rewarded for it. You have portals. Yeah, it's like, again, when you enter someone's life, their life is forever changed. We have doorways into now, letting go of the warrior. Your ancestors are saying they want you to feel safe now. You may have had to have some defenses or this warrior energy because you didn't feel safe in the presence and company of others, because they weren't gentle with your heart, or they weren't, perhaps they didn't show up with, in terms of reciprocity. I see you as someone that's giving a lot of love and kindness and beauty, but they may not have been able to match or mirror that back to you. And it's like Spirit is saying, and your ancestors are saying, it's safe to take that guard down, because these were, I feel, people that were in a lower vibration than you, that you were sent there almost as a blessing, but there was a level of karma where you're there to spark them and trigger growth. You also have divine masculine. You also demonstrate how to be empowered and have this divine masculine energy within, but in a compassionate, loving way. This isn't competitive energy. This isn't, what's the saying, like dog eat dog, like really fierce. It's not that type of energy. You also have you're not alone, isolation, physical connection, community. I'm hearing it's safe for you to let down your guard. You're coming into contact, or have come into contact with more of your soul tribe. You're headed towards people that do recognize your love and kindness and can match that. We have here rise of true gentle power, true strength. You show people that love is a superpower, and all strength comes from love and resides in the heart. You also have here double mission. Lightworker starseed, serve the world by being you. Again, your magic just by being yourself. Like, I feel like your ability to just spark, to bring joy, to bring, I almost said to bring activation, which is, that's your biggest purpose. You activate others. Even when you don't try to, people are always changed by your energy field. But I feel Spirit is saying, and your ancestors, they want you to embrace your authenticity, and don't feel if people treated you this way in the past that there's something wrong with you. That's not the case. They appreciated you, but they weren't able to show up in that way. You also have perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. You show people there's a higher purpose, there's a higher power. Because you follow your divine plan, I feel like this is just like boosting you up. Like this, I don't know if you've been feeling a little down or flat, but I feel like your ancestors are just coming through, letting you know how amazing you are, that you're on the right path, that, there's blessings coming to you. They don't want you to be discouraged, that there are, you do have soul tribe, you have abundance coming towards you. You are such a beautiful beacon of hope, of grace, of prosperity. Okay, so that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Hi, Group 4. Okay, so for those of you drawn to this group, I'm hearing it's time for you to receive your blessings. I feel for this group, you may have had a lot of experiences where, how would I say, like you've had like harsh lessons, where you've had to really kind of let go, ascend, deep dive into the emotions. There's been a lot of endings as well, as what I'm hearing, a lot of karmic cycles, perhaps a lot of overcoming fear, essentially. And this was all by design, so you could fully step into your highest vibrations of joy and love. But I feel like now you're at a point where you're done with those challenging lessons. Now you can learn through love and joy and ease. There's a softening of your path. There's a sense that it's like going from, the dark of winter to summer. There's a sense of coming into the light, coming into a time that's more fruitful, more abundant, being able to enjoy certain, I just said pleasures, but enjoy, it could be connection, especially with 10 of Cups. You're reaching toward more love, more enjoyment, more pleasure, more success in the physical and material realm. I just see you being in this space, in this vibration where things are really starting to work in your favor, especially if you felt in the past like you just kept hitting walls, or it was like karmic lesson after karmic lesson, challenge after challenge. It could have been like, you know, you kept running into people where they were really difficult relationships. But again, it was there to help you shed, to help you release fear, to step into, but you've learned really harsh lessons around letting go and surrender is what I'm hearing, because we have joy of life, trust, open your hands, share, let go. So for some of you, it's time to come into union. For those of you where you're single and you truly want soulmate or, you know, soulmate love or a family, I see that potential. But there's also this sense of you're opening up to greater connection, more love, more ease, more flow. You've learned how to surrender to life and trust life, even when, you know, it hasn't always made sense, perhaps. Like there's a sense of trusting your path. Yeah, I keep hearing letting go of fear, trust, surrender, letting go. But I feel for this group, they're showing me like endless cycles of this. Like you may have felt like you've had a lot ripped from your hands. Like say you met someone and you felt there's a connection here, or this is really promising, and then, oh no, that ended, that didn't work out. And then you get hopeful again, and then no, not that one. Like it's like it keeps happening, where the door keeps being closed on your face. And we just, yeah, but now the scales are balanced is what I'm hearing. Some of this was karma, or karmic in nature, and was designed to accelerate your growth and ascension. You have breathed the sun. You're coming into the summer phase, the sun, the light. Okay, we have presence, partner activation, relax, let go. See, again, letting go, surrender. You've got a blank slate as well, is what I'm hearing. Turtles could be significant, but I'm hearing this is a long time coming. For some of you, these blessings or this transition, it's like finally the sun is coming out. Finally, things are moving in my favor. Finally, you know, I can trust in life again or feel at peace, because you have flow as well. You've had to let go and surrender and flow. We have release, control, divine will, oceanic consciousness. Yeah, like you've had a lot of lessons around letting go and surrender. You have let go twice and release control. And it's like Spirit is saying this was all designed to help you. I'm hearing be your highest self and let go of old energies. Like there could be old versions of your self, old vibrations, old energies that just weren't compatible with your future, with who you wanted to be. And with Way of Pearls sitting above the Fool, again, it's like you become this beautiful pearl, but when you think of how pearls are created, there's a lot of pressure. And that's what I was feeling. I feel like for this group, you haven't had an easy go of it or an easy time, but you're coming into a time, I'm looking at this jade crystal, and it feels like my heart is just expanding, overflowing. You're coming into a time where there's an overflow of love, of abundance, of recognition. The things that you felt were missing that you would get hopeful for in all these past cycles, now's the time. We have liminal space, new energies, trust, time of growth. So again, trust, and with new energies sitting above the Fool, again, it's like a clean slate, like you're beginning again. There's these blessings. It's like you're ready for all these blessings now. Yeah, with 8 of Coins, you had to work really, some of you may resonate with being a crystal child or soul, but we have your natural core, pure innocence, removing falsehood, seer. You had to work really hard to remove the layers of conditioning, huge third eye activation as well, but release the layers of conditioning, falsity, illusion, beliefs, so you could hit the core of love within yourself. You have, and it's, see, you went from fear with the 9 of Swords to unconditional love. We have let go of fear to jump into love, let go beyond attachments. You also are learning detachment in this incarnation. How to remain detached, how to trust source and the divine to guide and to lead you. You know, how to surrender, let go of fear. These are the energies that you've embodied and you've really been learning to embody. But I feel like these lessons were hard won, is what I'm hearing. It may have felt as well at certain periods like the world was against you, that life was working against you. You may have doubted at times, like maybe Spirit doesn't have my back, or maybe I can't trust in the divine or what's meant for me. You know, maybe I'm always going to suffer or experience lack and doubt and disappointment. But it's Spirit saying, no, like you learnt that lesson. You gained all you could from it. It's now time to trust that what's meant for you will be yours. You also have the 2 of Swords. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. Yeah, this was designed because it kind of thrust you toward your dharma, your life purpose, your path. There were levels of growth that you had to go through to have these blessings, or to be ready for your, I want to say abundance, but this is like a business, this is like your life purpose that obviously brings abundance, but it's like you had to grow into that potential. It's like we may have potential to be a leader, but if we're never given circumstances that help us really strengthen and test that muscle of leadership, we may not even be aware that we have that capacity, or we may overlook certain potentials or opportunities that are there for us because we feel as though we're unequipped or we're unprepared to kind of move in that direction or have success. It's like spirit wanted to show you who you really were, the depths of love you could reach, the depths of surrender, what an old soul you are, how much work you've done. There was also some denser energies, karmic energies that you were here to work through, because above the 10, especially around fear and love, you're learning a lot in this incarnation about what love truly is. That love, you know, they say, with true love, there's always freedom. When there's attachment, it's coming from the ego. That's not to say there's not love behind it. There could be a glimmer of love, but when it comes into like attachment or trying to hold on, chances are that person has slipped into an egoic state. So for this group, you're learning how to have love, especially in love relationships, friendships, could be with family as well. How to have love in its purest form without attachment. So we have loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. Yeah, there were denser energies and addictions or habits, patterns, especially addiction to control is what I'm hearing, or needing to, you know, orchestrate life. It's like you've had to really learn how to flow. That was a lesson that you've mastered, and that life is always working in your favor to make you this pearl, even if conditions and circumstances look as though they're thwarting your desires. In truth, everything is helping you. Life is always for you, is what I just heard, even if it takes a while to see the bigger picture. You have called. Soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. Again, you have a big mission with this sitting above the Queen of Pentacles, and there's something you're here to demonstrate and bring into the physical. I feel like for many of you, this is like a business, a project, a career pursuit. It is going to generate a lot of stability and abundance for you. But again, you had to grow into this potential. I keep hearing leadership. So for some of you, it could involve leading others, guiding others, but you had to kind of go on this kind of, they're showing me like a, you know, like a training course, like where you have it in the army or whatever, where you have to kind of like really get up to speed and build your skill, your stamina, your fitness. So I feel like what you're here to do requires a lot of that stamina, or the development of certain gifts and abilities and wisdom. And so it's like they put you through a really intense training course and initiation to get here. But I'm hearing you're coming out of that cycle. The training is over. I'm hearing also when the student becomes a teacher or the student becomes the master. So you have mastered your lessons, yourself, your vibration, and you are ready, I feel, for many of you, to step up. For some of you, to step up and lead, but to show and share your authentic wisdom, your truth. So that's all I have for you. I hope this reading resonates, and I hope you have a beautiful day.